Jesus, when my strength is gone and I can't sing another song, when my prayers are just a sigh, you are near and you reply. Jesus, be the song in my silence, be the peace in my defiance, even when I lose my way. Still your mercy finds a way. You are love that never fades. You don't need my perfect praise. You love me in my quiet days. So even when I can't express, I'm still surrounded by your yes. No words, no sound, just you and me. And still you hear my deepest need. In the stillness you remain, singing over all my pain. Jesus, be my song again, be the peace in my defiance, even when I lose my way. Still your mercy finds a way. You are love that never fades. You are light when I'm afraid. Jesus, be the song in my silence. Jesus, be my song again, be my song again, even when I lose my way. Still your mercy finds a way. You are love that never fades. You are light when I'm afraid. Jesus, be the song in my silence. Even when I have no words, still you know what my heart heard. Jesus, when my strength is gone and I can't sing another song, when my prayers are just a sigh, you are near and you reply. Jesus, be the song in my silence, be the song in my silence. You don't need my perfect praise. You love me in my quiet days. So even when I can't express, I'm still surrounded by your yes. No words, no sound, just you and me. And still you hear my deepest need. In the stillness you remain, singing over all my pain. Jesus, be the song in my silence, be the peace in my defiance. Even when I lose my way, still your mercy finds a way. You are love that never fades. You are light when I'm afraid. Jesus, be my song again. Ooh, Jesus, be my song again. A solemn piano, soft vocal hums, then a bright chord like a sunrise, breaking darkness. Westlife harmonies rise, faith above the fear. The nights were full of trembling, the days were filled with doubt. My heart felt overwhelmed with things I couldn't figure out. Fear wrapped around my spirit like chains around my soul. I struggled just to stand again. I lost my sense of hope. But in the middle of the chaos, in the silence of my tears, you stood beside my weakness. You calmed my hidden fears. You told me I was precious. You held my shaking hand. You showed me that with you my heart could truly stand. You didn't push me forward, you didn't rush my pain. You simply stayed beside me until I could breathe again. And in that quiet moment, when your love became so clear, my soul began to rise with faith above the fear. You are my strength in weakness, my courage in the fight. You hold my hand through shadows and guide me into light. And though the world feels heavy, you pull my spirit near. Your love becomes the reason for faith above the fear. Faith above the fear, stronger than the darkest night. Hey! Faith above the fear, lifted by painful moments where I felt too weak to try, where dreams were crushed before me and hope began to die. But even in the sorrow, you taught my heart to cope. You wrapped my wounds in mercy and filled my lungs with hope. You showed me I was stronger than the battles I had faced. You told me that my story was written by your grace. You lifted every burden, you wiped away each tear, and whispered to my fragile soul, have faith above the fear. Now even in uncertainty, I walk with steady ground, for you have filled my darkness with light that's all around. Nothing formed against me can break what you hold dear. In every storm I stand with faith above the fear. You silence every whisper that tells me I'm alone. You bring a holy courage that makes your power known. You break the chains that bind me. You keep my spirit clear. My victory is certain with faith above the fear. Faith above the fear, stronger than the darkest night. Faith above the fear, lifted by your light. When the tears are overwhelming and the pressure feels severe, your mercy fills my soul with faith above the fear. Faith above the fear, when I shake inside my skin. Faith above the fear, when I feel I cannot win. Jesus, you remind me that your presence is so near, and every breath I take is faith above the fear. Let the mountains rise against me, let the valleys stretch ahead, for you are walking with me, my shepherd where I tread. Let the enemy surround me, let the battle cry appear, for you have built within me a faith that conquers fear. No darkness can defeat me, no sorrow can undo, for every step is strengthened by trust I place in you. And when my heart feels fragile, when doubt is drawing near, you lift my voice to victory with faith above the fear. Faith above the fear, when the thunder tries to roar. Faith above the fear, I am shaken nevermore. For you have gone before me, you hold my future clear. Your power lives inside me. Faith above the fear. Faith above the fear, forever I will stand. Faith above the fear, held safely in your hand. Jesus, you are faithful and victory is here. My life will always rise in faith above the fear. Soft humming, faith above the fear. Fade out. Soft strings swell, the gentle echo of footsteps. A piano enters like a guiding lantern in a dark valley. Westlife harmonize softly. Faith carries me home. There were days I walked in circles, lost in questions of my past. Days where every fragile moment felt too difficult to last. I tried to find direction, but the road kept turning cold. My heart was full of memories, some painful, some untold. I stood beside the rivers where I felt too weak to cross, where the waters of confusion made me feel the weight of loss. But even in the silence, when I felt my strength was gone, your whisper reached my spirit and carried me along. You told me you were with me in the chaos and the calm. You held my trembling moments like a shepherd holds a lamb. And when the fears were louder than anything I'd known, your love became the power, and faith carried me home. You held me through the shadows, you walked me through despair. You lifted up my shoulders when life felt so unfair. And though my path looked distant, though I felt lost and lone, your promise stayed unshaken. My faith carried me home. Faith carries me home through the storm, through the night. Faith carries me home by the strength of your light. When the world feels like a battlefield and I'm worn to the bone, your grace becomes the wings, and faith carries me home. Faith carries me home. Faith carries me home through the storm, through the night. Faith carries me home by the strength of your light. I faced the winds of sorrow that tried to steal my song. I fought the silent battles that lasted far too long. There were moments I felt empty, moments I felt numb, moments where I questioned if better days would come. But then your mercy found me in the darkness of my fear. You wrapped me with your presence, whispering I am here. You lit the path before me when I couldn't see ahead. You filled my heart with courage when hope felt cold and dead. You taught me faith is deeper than the feeling I hold tight. You taught me that your presence is stronger than the night. And even when I stumble, even when my strength is low, your love becomes the anchor, and faith helps me grow. I see the gentle footprints of grace in every place. I see the way you lift me with kindness and grace. And now I walk with certainty, I'm never on my own. Your truth becomes my compass, and faith carries me home. You steady all my footsteps, you calm each anxious thought. You teach my heart to trust you in battles I have fought. You never leave me stranded, you never let me roam. Your hand becomes my safety, my faith carries me home. Faith carries me home through the storm, through the night. Faith carries me home by the strength mountain tremble, let every valley rise. For you are walking with me under heaven's watching skies. Let every burden lighten, let every shadow flee. For faith built on your promise will always carry me. And when my heart grows weary, when tears begin to fall, you lift me on your shoulders and carry through it all. No journey is too distant, no storm too strong to roam. When I am led by Jesus, my faith will carry me home. Faith carries me home through the trial, through the pain. Faith carries me home like sunlight after rain. When I feel the world is heavy and I stand on shaking stone, your arms become my refuge, and faith carries me home. Faith carries me home. Faith carries me home when the darkness hides the way. Faith carries me home to a brighter, safer day. Jesus, you are faithful, forever you are known. And every breath I take, faith carries me home. Soft harmony. A quiet organ chord, gentle guitar picks, strings swell with the warmth of voices. Come together, faith in your grace. There was an empty morning when my courage ran out thin. I measured up my failures and wore sorrow on my skin. I looked for ways to salvage what my hands could never earn. I tried to buy forgiveness, though I had nothing left to burn. The roads I walked were lonely, the mirrors cracked and dim. Each step a small reminder of where I'd fallen in. And then you came like morning, like a mercy on the wind. You covered all my brokenness and called my name again. You didn't ask for payment, you didn't mark the price. You opened wells of forgiveness that flow without disguise. Your grace became my refuge when my strength could do no more. A gift not earned or measured, open wide the door. You carried all my burdens, you sewed my heart in place. And now I stand in wonder at faith in your grace. You teach me to breathe freely when guilt would close my chest. You turn my searching into rest, my wandering into rest. And when the tides of judgment roar and voices call me lost, your grace declares my freedom and bears no hidden cost. Faith in your grace, more than law or fear can claim. Faith in your grace, I will sing my Savior's name. When the world tries to condemn me for things I did before, your mercy stands before me and says I'm loved once more. Faith in your grace, when the past will pull me down, was a time I doubted if I could ever change, if broken dreams could prosper or hope could rearrange. I carried chains of habit, I stumbled in my pride, but your gentle forgiveness taught me how to hide no more. You met me in the ashes, you clothed me in new light. You filled my hands with purpose and turned darkness into sight. Your patience taught me how to heal each weary part. You wrote redemption's story across the pages of my heart. Now I walk with courage, not built on my own stead, but resting in the knowledge that your grace will lift my head. No fear of condemnation will silence what you've done, for Jesus paid the ransom and declared your children one. I'll live my life in service, I'll honor with my days, proclaiming far and wide the reason for my praise. That freedom found in mercy, the gift I can't replace. My life forever anchored by faith in your grace. You hold me in the morning, you bless me through the night. You teach this wandering spirit how to dwell within your light. And when I'm tempted to return to ways that once enslaved, your grace becomes the pathway that sets me truly brave. Faith in your grace, more than law or fear can claim. Faith in your grace, I will sing my Savior's name. When the world tries to condemn me for things I did before, your mercy stands before me and says I'm loved once more. Faith in your grace, when the past would pull me down. Faith in your grace, you lift me from the ground. Jesus, you have saved me with tender, matchless love. My hope is born again by faith in your grace. So let the critics speak their words, let doubts attend my peace. I stand within a covenant where all shames find release. You poured out full redemption, you washed my stains away. You give the light of morning to the shadows of my day. I'll offer up my weakness and trade it for your strength. I'll walk the narrow pathway, I'll travel every length. Grace is not for perfect, it's the reason that I live. A truth that keeps on giving with more than I could give. Faith in your grace, my anthem, my refrain. Faith in your grace, my shelter from the rain. When the world shouts condemnation and I falter in my place, your mercy lifts my vision and I stand within your grace. Faith in your grace, freedom's gentle, steady call. Faith in your grace, the greatest gift of all. Jesus, I am humble forever. Soft piano, gentle pads, a slow rise of strings like a new dawn breaking through a long night. Westlife harmonies whisper, faith. I've wandered through the shadows where the night refused to end, where every prayer felt distant and every moment felt pretend. The world grew heavy around me, the silence pressed my chest. I searched for any whisper of peace or quiet rest. My hands were trembling stories of everything I'd lost. My heart was tired of fighting, my dreams felt tempest-tossed. But then your mercy reached me and caught me in the fall. A light broke through the darkness, a voice above it all. You didn't blame my weakness, you didn't judge the tears. You simply wrapped me gently and calmed my deepest fears. And though the path was hidden, though hope was far from sight, my soul felt something glowing, a faith in your light. You shine where I am shattered, you glow where I am weak. You speak in holy whispers, the truth of my soul can't speak. And even when I stumble, you hold my future tight. Your love becomes my vision, my faith rests in your light. Faith in your light, guiding every step I take. Faith in your light, even when my heart may break, when the night feels overwhelming and my courage fades from sight, I'm carried by the power of faith in your light. Brighter than the fear I face, steady in your grace. Jesus, you are faithful through every day and night. My hope is found in faith in your light. There were nights I questioned whether you could hear my pain, wondered if my brokenness had pushed you far away again. But even in the silence, you were working in my soul, rebuilding what was shattered, making all the pieces whole. You taught me that the journey was more than what I see. You taught me that your promise lives deep inside of me. And when the tears kept falling, with nowhere left to run, you made the skies break open, you turned my night to sun. Now every step is hopeful, though the battles still appear. For I am not abandoned, your presence stays so near. You lead me through the questions, you held my heart unite. And now I walk with confidence, with faith in your light. You speak where I am doubting, you rise where I am low. You guide my trembling spirit to places I must go. You turn my heavy darkness into something burning bright. My soul is held together by faith in your light. Faith in your light, guiding every step I take. Even when my heart may break, when the night feels overwhelming and my courage fades from sight, I'm carried by the power of faith in your light. Brighter than the fear I face, steady in your grace. Jesus, you are faithful through every day and night. My hope is found in faith in your light. Let every shadow tremble, let every worry fall, for you are standing with me, the light that conquers all. You break the chains of sorrow, you calm the winds of doubt. You lift my weary spirit and turn my inside out. Your radiance is holy, your love is pure and strong. In heart lives on in faith in your light, slow fade, soft harmonies, faith in your light forever. A slow piano pedal, distant strings swell. A hush, then the four voices breathe together. Faith keeps me standing. There were mornings when the sunrise felt like someone else's light, when every step I took seemed wrong and every plan not right. My heart carried the echoes of things I couldn't fix. A lifetime of small failures stacked behind the bricks. I walked through crowded rooms and felt invisible inside. I kept my smile as armor while my dreams went to hide. The world was full of motion, but my feet would hardly move. I prayed for steady footsteps, for courage to improve. Then in the quiet, softer than a dawn's first hush, you touched the edges of my fear and quieted the rush. You said, child, rise up slowly, I'm building something new. You laid your hand upon my heart and taught my hope to chew. Not quick, but faithful, gentle, like a potter with his clay. You shaped my straying pieces and taught my feet the way. You didn't promise easy, but you said you'd hold my hand. You walked through every valley to bring me to this land. When the night grows heavy, when my courage falls, your whispered promises become my clarion call. You lift me from the ashes, you breathe into my song. And tender as a father, you keep me moving on. Faith keeps me standing when the wind would pull me down. Faith keeps me standing when the world would wear a frown. When the ground gives way beneath me and I'm tempted to fall, your promise is a fortress, you answer to my call. Faith keeps me standing in the valley and the fight. Faith keeps me standing morning, noon and night. Jesus, you are with me, you will not let me stray. By faith I am standing, held by sovereign grace today. There were seasons of replayed mistakes that haunted like a song. I tried to prove my value, but I clung to what was wrong. The mirror showed a stranger, and I feared I'd never met. I carried shame like luggage with no certain end. But shepherd, you came searching, you chased me through regret. You tuned the broken music and gave me strength to get. You gave me hands to offer, you gave me feet to go. You traded shame for purpose, you taught my heart to grow. Now when the critics whisper about what I did before, I stand upon your promise, and I don't need to prove more. For grace is now my garment, and hope becomes my song. Each step becomes an offering where I finally belong. You turn something bright. You make the darkness witness to your rising light. So when enemies surround me, when lies try to take command, I fix my gaze on heaven, where I hold your guiding hand. You mend my broken cadence, you steady trembling feet. You teach my heart to worship though the circumstances be. And when the future's hidden, when the path is long and thin, your faithfulness becomes the place where new life enters in. Faith keeps me standing through the fire and the rain. Faith keeps me standing through the valley, through the pain. When the night is full of questions and my voice is hardly heard, your presence is the promise that answers every word. Faith keeps me standing with a vision in my sight. Faith keeps me standing, holding fast to what is right. Jesus, you are constant, the truth that lights my way. By faith I am standing, stronger every day. So let the trials come like thunder, let the seasons test my will. I'm anchored in the promise that your faithfulness fulfills. You've walked the way before me, you bore my grief and shame. You rose and proved redemption more than any human frame. I will not be shaken by voices or by fear. I will lift my hands in worship, for my God is always near. When all illusions crumble and all idols fall away, your kingdom stands unmovable, your glory has its say. Faith keeps me standing when the darkness presses in. Faith keeps me standing, I will trust what will begin. Through the trials and the triumphs, through the whispers and the songs, my heart will keep on rising, because faith keeps me standing strong. Faith keeps me standing, every breath and every dawn. Faith keeps me standing till the final victory's won. Jesus, lift me higher, by your love I belong. My feet are sure and steady, because faith keeps me standing strong. A gentle chorus, a guitar, like percussion, like a heartbeat. Then rising strings, a warm choir responds softly. Faith lives in me. I remember lonely mornings when the world seemed cold and bare, when every door felt closed and I was filled with quiet care. I tried to find my footing in the shifting sands of doubt. I searched for something lasting, something holy to hold out. My hands were stained with worry, my eyes were dry with tears. I'd spent so many seasons tallying up my fears, but then a voice of mercy reached into that weary place. You breathed a new beginning and wrapped me in your grace. You taught me how to breathe again when panic took its throne. You watch it rise and beat. Your spirit tends the garden. Faith lives in me. When storms attempt to hollow the promise in my soul, your love becomes the shelter. It keeps me safe and whole. Faith lives in me, like a river running deep. Faith lives in me, like the promises I keep. When doubt comes whispering and the night is full of plea, your grace becomes the answer. Faith lives in me. Faith lives in me. When my footsteps lose their way, faith lives in me, guiding every day. Jesus, you reside here. You're my hope and victory. Forever I will carry that faith that lives in me. There were days I tried to measure worth by what I'd achieve. Believed that I'd be whole by the trophies I received. But all those hollow praises couldn't fill the lack inside. Only mercy, only presence could ever be my guide. You came with gentle kindness. You taught my heart to see that life is not performance, it's being known by thee. You placed a living promise deep within my chest, a light that never flickers, a refuge and a rest. Now when temptation circles, now when fear begins to call, I reach into the quiet and I hear your loving call. You've marked my life with beauty. You've made my spirit free. And everywhere I wander, your faith remains with me. No matter what the future holds, whether joy or sorrows plead, I stand upon the promise. Your spirit lives in me. So let the world be shifting, let seasons rise and fall. I'll stand upon the anchor that steadies through it all. You grow the seed inside me. You water every plea. Your hand tends every moment. Faith lives in me. When darkness tries to muffle the whisper of your name, your spirit breathes the courage and sets my heart aflame. Faith lives in me, like a river running deep. Faith lives in me, like the promises I keep. When doubt comes whispering and the night is full of plea, your grace becomes the answer. Faith lives in me. Faith lives in me. When my footsteps lose their way, faith lives in me, guiding every day. Jesus, you reside here. You're my hope and victory. Forever I will carry that faith that lives in me. Let every fearful whisper lose the power to command, for in my heart abides a truth beyond what I had planned. You fashioned hope in secret. You wrote it in my name. You turned my scattered moments into one bright, steady flame. So when the road gets weary and the daylight seems to hide, I lean into your promise. I hold you close inside. You are my song at morning, my shelter through the night. Oh, or the future calls to flee. Your love remains the anchor. Faith lives in me. Faith lives in me. Where my weakness used to be, faith lives in me. Wrapped in grace eternally. Jesus, you are faithful. Soft piano, a hush of strings, and a warm choir hum. A single vocal line opens like a prayer. Faith never lets go. There were nights when my hands would tremble and my voice would break in two, when cold winds of uncertainty blew through everything I knew. The future seemed like shifting sand beneath my fragile feet. Each step a little risk, each breath a quiet plea. I counted up the failures like the stars behind a cloud. I felt the weight of silence, the pressure of the crowd. But in the hush of midnight, when my hope seemed small and low, you reached and pulled me upward. Faith never lets go. You met me in the doorway of the choices I regret. You gathered up the pieces of a life that felt upset. You didn't turn away when shame had marked my name. You called me by a promise and set my heart aflame. Where others ran and faltered, where I feared I'd be alone, you stayed and held the story. You made it fully known. And every time I struggled, when I could not even show, your hand stayed on my shoulder. Faith never lets go. You are the constant whisper, the steady in the storm, the presence that remembers when every plan deforms. You take the freight and mend it. You heal the deepest woe. And in the darkest midnight, your love will never go. Faith never lets go. When the night is closing in, faith never lets go. When my courage grows so thin, even when I falter and my doubts begin to grow, you hold me in the promise that faith never lets go. Faith never lets go. Through the valleys and the fire, faith never lets go. You lift my heart up higher. Jesus, you are faithful. Forever you will show the truth that keeps me standing. Faith never lets go. I walk through seasons hollow. I walk through lonely years. I carried small confessions and 1,000 hidden fears. I wondered if redemption might somehow pass me by, if mercy was for others while my heart would only cry. Then you stepped into chaos like a light into the dark. You took my trembling future and set it like a spark. You stitched the seams of weakness. You bound the wounds of old. And from that place of healing, my story was retold. You led me to a table where forgiveness filled the room. You lifted every burden. to the promise that faith will never go. You fight my every battle, you take my fears away. You turn the night to morning and brighten every day. When trials rise like mountains and the winds of sorrow blow, I know I'm safe and steady. Faith never lets go. Faith never lets go. When the night is closing in, faith never lets go. When my courage grows so thin, even when I stumble and the path ahead is low, your mercy reaches further. Faith never lets go. Faith never lets go. When the storms begin to break, faith never lets go. When my trembling hands may shake, Jesus, you secure me. Your love is all I know. I'll sing it to the ages. Faith never lets go. So let the seas be restless, let the mountains shake and fall. My heart is in your keeping. You answer to my call. You've walked the road before me. You conquered death and grave. You turn the lost to victors. You're faithful to the brave. I'll take each step with courage. I'll lift my voice in praise. For every broken morning leads to brighter, sacred days. When every plan is failing and I'm tempted to bow low, you lift me with a promise. Faith never lets go. Faith never lets go. When the night is closing in, faith never lets go. When my courage grows so thin, though trials may surround me and the roar may ebb and flow, I stand upon the anchor. Faith never lets go. Faith never lets go. In the fires and the rain, faith never lets go. Through the loss and through the gain. A low rumble of thunder, soft piano notes fall like raindrops. A warm swell of strings rises beneath the voices of Westlife as they whisper faith through the storm. The winds were cold around me, the night was closing in. The world felt unfamiliar, and I didn't know where to begin. The waves were rising higher than the courage in my chest, and every breath felt heavy, like I couldn't find my rest. I tried to stand in bravery, but my knees began to shake. I tried to speak in confidence, but words would only break. I questioned if you heard me, if you see me in the rain, if you would hold me steady through seasons full of pain. But even in the darkness, a whisper found my ear, a kindness unmistakable. My child, I'm always here. And though the storm kept roaring, though lightning flashed its form, your voice became my anchor. My faith held through the storm. You calm the wildest waters, you break the fiercest wave. You speak and fears surrender, you speak and hearts are brave. The wind storm, when my heart can barely breathe. Jesus, you are with me. Your mercy keeps me strong. I'll stand upon your promise with faith through the storm. There were days I doubted deeply, days I feared I'd lose my way, days the thunder shook the sky and stole my hope away. My thoughts felt like the ocean, wild currents running deep. I prayed for just a moment where I could finally sleep. But then your peace surrounded me like warm light in the rain. You touched my anxious spirit and soothed my hidden pain. You told me storms are seasons, not prisons of despair. You told me I am carried by hands that always care. So now I face the tempest with courage I didn't know. For every step I take, I know I'm never walking alone. Your love has shaped my confidence. Your truth has made me strong. And even in the hardest winds, my faith keeps pressing on. For when my strength is failing and doubts take on their form, your presence whispers softly, have faith through the storm. You break the chains of terror, you calm the restless tide. You hold me when I'm trembling, you never leave my side. Your hand becomes my shelter, your grace becomes my warmth. You teach my heart to trust you with faith through the storm, faith through the storm. When the waves surround my soul, faith through the storm. When I lose my self-control, and when the night grows louder, when the fight feels far too long, your love becomes the strength that carries me along. Faith through the storm, when I struggle to believe. Faith through the storm, when my heart can barely breathe. Jesus, you are with me. Your mercy keeps me strong. I'll stand upon your promise with faith through the storm. Let the thunder roll across the sky, let the lightning strike nearby. For I am not abandoned, you hear my every cry. Let the oceans roar before me, let the winds blow fierce and wild. I am sheltered by the Savior who calls me his beloved child. You turn my fear to bravery, you shape my tears to hope. You guide me through the tempest and teach my heart to cope. No enemy can harm me, no darkness can deform. For you are standing with me, my faith lives through the storm. Faith through the storm, when the skies refuse to clear. Faith through the storm, The piano softens, the thunder fades far into the distance. Westlife harmonizes. Soft piano begins, gentle strings rising, a calm breeze like a new morning full of possibility. The four voices of Westlife hum in harmony. Faith will lead me home. I've walked through roads forgotten, where the night felt far too long, where every step felt heavy and every heartbeat felt wrong. I searched for understanding, but answers didn't stay, and all the questions gathered like clouds across my day. My hands were tired with waiting, my hope was wearing thin. I felt the weight of moments that kept pressing from within. But then I heard you whisper, so gentle in the breeze, my child, lift up your spirit, come rest your soul in me. Your voice became my comfort, a light in troubled sky, a reason to keep breathing when tears filled up my eyes. And even though the darkness still tried to make its plea, my faith kept growing stronger, your love kept lifting me. You didn't promise easy, you didn't promise clear, but you said you'd walk beside me through every doubt and fear. And in the quiet moments when all I felt was pain, you wrote the word tomorrow across my soul again. Faith will lead me through the mountains, through the rain. Faith will lead me when my heart is filled with strain, and when I cannot see the road or feel the strength to stand. Your hands will guide my footsteps with power and command. Faith will lead me. Faith will lead me when the night is cold and long. Faith will lead me and make the weak one strong. Jesus, you are faithful. Forever you will be. And every step I'm taking, faith will lead me. There were days I felt abandoned, days I almost turned away, days I thought the silence meant you wouldn't hear me pray. But even in the shadows, your presence never left. You carried me in moments where I felt lost and bereft. You taught me to keep trusting when the answers didn't show. You taught me how the smallest seed of faith can bloom and grow. You showed me that the battle is not in what I see, but in the quiet courage you keep planting deep in me. Now when the storms are raging and doubt begins to rise, I lift my gaze to heaven, I see promise in the sky. For I am never sinking, I'm never thrown aside. Your faithfulness surrounds me like oceans deep and wide. You hold the stars together, you calm the roaring sea. So what have I to fear when your hand is guiding me? You lift my heavy burdens, you shine through darkest nights. And every time I falter, you call me back to life. Faith will lead me through the mountains, through the rain. Faith will lead me when my heart is filled with strain, and when I cannot see the road or feel the strength to every fear be silent, let every doubt release. For you have walked before me and spoke the word of peace. Let every storm remind me that I am not alone. For even through the thunder, your mercy still is shown. I lift my hands in worship, I lift my voice in praise. For faith becomes the fire that lights my darkest days. And when the path seems twisted, when everything feels wrong, your love becomes the anchor that keeps my spirit strong.
Faith will lead me
through the valleys, through the pain.
Faith will lead me
when I cannot see again, when the journey feels uncertain and the tears fall endlessly.
Your grace becomes the vision
that walks ahead of me.
Faith will lead me
when the night tries blocking hope. Faith will lead me when I struggle just to cope.
Jesus, you are sovereign.
Forever you will be. My heart is held by love, and faith will lead me.
Faith will lead me
in the sunshine and the storm. Faith will lead me.
Faith will lead me
into a life reborn. Your promises are faithful, your truth will always stay, and faith will lead me forward every single day. Soft harmony, soft harmony, slow fade. Faith will lead me home. Soft piano, strings rising like sunlight through clouds. The four voices whisper, faith won't fail me. There were days I felt forgotten, left standing in the rain, where all my hopes felt fragile and my prayers were wrapped in pain. I walked through heavy shadows, where fear controlled the air, and every breath felt weaker beneath the weight I had to bear. But even in the silence, when my soul felt torn apart, I sensed your quiet presence resting gently on my heart. You didn't shout assurance, you didn't storm the sky. You whispered through the stillness words that made the dark comply. My child, don't fear the journey, don't fear the tears you shed. I'll walk before your footsteps, I've always been ahead. And though the road was troubled, those storms came ruthlessly, your voice became the reason my faith stayed close to me. I learned that faith is deeper than what my eyes can see, a steady sacred confidence that you are holding me. And even when I tremble, when doubt tries to prevail, your love becomes my anchor, my faith will never fail. You lift me when I'm weakest, you guide me when I roam. You calm the waves that shake me and lead my spirit home. No matter where I wander, no matter what I feel, your promise stays unbroken, my faith remains so real. stood in storms relentless that tested every bone. I've walked through disappointment that cut straight to the throne. I felt the ache of seasons when nothing seemed to change, where faith felt like a whisper across a landscape strange. But in the deep exhaustion, in moments worn and few, your spirit breathed renewal. With words so kind and true, you're held within my promise. You're sheltered in my grace. You're walking in my favor, though you feel out of place. You straightened out my posture. You strengthened weakened knees. You brushed away the lies and let me breathe with ease. You turned my fear to courage. You turned my doubt around, and faith that once felt silent began to make a sound of holy confidence that echoed through the frail, a song that kept repeating. My faith will never fail. You shine through every shadow. You lift me when I break. You turn my storms to testimonies and give more than you take. You stand beside my struggle. You won't let fear prevail. I rest within the promise that faith will never fail. Faith won't fail me when the night is closing in. Faith won't fail me when my courage wears thin. When the tears keep falling and hope grows frail, your love becomes the truth. Faith will never fail. Faith won't fail me though the mountain seems too steep. Faith won't fail me, for your promises I keep. Jesus, you are steady. Your mercy will prevail. In every breath I'm breathing, faith won't fail. Let the winds blow stronger, let the waters rise in might. Your presence is my shelter, my everlasting light. Let doubts attempt to whisper, let storms attempt to scare. My faith stands unshaken because you're always there. You give me strength to weather what once would make me fall. You plant a hope inside me that answers every call. No matter what surrounds me, no matter what assails, your love is my assurance. Faith never fails. Faith won't fail me when I stand on shaking ground. Faith won't fail me when darkness comes around. Through every storm and season, your goodness will prevail. You hold me through the fire, and faith won't fail. Faith won't fail me in the valley or the fight. Faith won't fail me. You are my guiding light. Jesus, you are constant. Forever you will sail my heart into your promise. Faith won't fail. Soft piano chords, a low hum from the choir, a slow rise of strings like a sunrise breaking through clouds. Westlife voices blend gently hold my faith strong. I've walked the roads of doubt before, felt the weight of fear inside. I've carried burdens quietly, the kind I couldn't hide. Some days the world felt heavier than what my heart could bear. Some nights I begged for answers, but only found despair. I tried to stand in courage, tried to fight the fear alone, but every time I lifted up, the struggle only grew. Yet in the silent shadows, in the tears I couldn't show, I felt your strength surround me, reminding me, you saw the storms that crushed me. You heard my trembling prayer. You saw the moments broken when life felt so unfair. And even when I questioned if I still belonged, your whisper filled the darkness. I'll hold your faith strong. You lift me when I'm falling, you guide me when I'm weak. You hold my hand through seasons where I can barely speak. And when my courage fails me, when hope seems far and gone, you breathe new strength within me to keep my faith strong. Hold my faith strong when the mountains rise so high. Hold my faith strong when I'm too tired to try. When the night is full of questions and my heart can't carry on, Jesus, stay beside me and hold my faith strong. Hold my faith strong when the world feels cold and wide. Hold my faith strong, be forever at my side. For you're the hope I run to, the love I lean upon. Jesus, stay with me and hold my faith strong. I've traveled through the valleys where sorrow dimmed the day, where memories of failure tried to pull my heart away. I've stood in silent battlefields with no strength left to fight, but even there your mercy became my saving light. You carried every moment I thought I'd surely break. You gave me breath to stand again. You gave my soul awake. You filled the empty places with courage deep and long, and taught me through the chaos how faith can still belong. Now when the voices echo telling me I'm not enough, I rise because your kindness has always been enough. No matter how the journey bends or how the trials prolong, your promise never falters. You hold my faith strong. You walk with me through shadows, you shine through darkest skies. You wipe away the questions and lift my weary eyes. You strengthen every heartbeat, you calm where I have gone. Your love becomes the anchor that holds my faith strong. Hold my faith strong when the mountains rise so high. Hold my faith strong when I'm too tired to try. When the night is full of questions and my heart can't carry on, Jesus, stay beside me fight. For faith is not about the dark, it's about your guiding light. You take the fear that binds me, you take the weight of shame. You speak into my brokenness and call me by my name. No valley can defeat me, no storm can take my hope. For you are in the battle, and you teach my soul to cope. I know the road gets rugged, I know the nights grow long, but everything is possible when you hold my faith strong. Hold my faith strong when the mountains rise so high. Hold my faith strong when my tears refuse to dry. When the winds are loud with worry and my courage feels undone, Jesus, you'll protect me. You'll hold my faith strong. Hold my faith strong when the world seems out of place. Hold my faith strong with your everlasting grace. You are my steady refuge, the strength I'm leaning on. Forever, Lord, forever. Hold my faith strong. Quiet piano, soft vocal echo.